Hi guys.
Wait, have we started it?
No, yes.
Oh, okay then. Tell me when you started it.
I've started it.
Wait, genuinely?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Decrepit Dinklecasters. It's me.
Yeah. That's him.
Yeah, that's yeah, so welcome back guys. Sorry we didn't upload last week. We
Yeah,
were
we
actually
were
yeah, we kind of forgot I mean
No, we didn't forget.
we were
No, I was
fishing.
thinking about this podcast the entire time, but
Yeah, we didn't
we were
forget
on a
about,
fishing
yeah.
trip.
I love fishing, dude. That was so fun.
Yeah.
We went with our
It was a
editors.
week-long trip, and so I couldn't do anything for uploads. But we had such a good fishing trip.
Yeah, dude, we catch so many fish, dude. Uh, it was so yeah. That's what this episode is about, our fishing
Yeah.
trip. Cause yeah, we went on
Although
sabbatical.
maybe let's like lure them in a little bit by like sort of like how you do with fish by like talking about like something else beforehand before moving on to the fish discussion.
Oh yeah. So what bait are we using?
Um, I don't know. Like, what's something funny to talk about? We could
I
be
don't know.
like, "Hey, how was your weekend?" Because there was a
That's just a
weekend where
normal.
you were just chilling after the fishing trip, and we weren't
That
working
is
on
true.
Decrepit.
It's been so long since we've actually gotten a chance to like I've gotten a chance to take a break from the podcast, you know?
Yeah,
Like
that's what the fishing trip was.
yeah, I know,
And we
but like,
decided
you
to
know,
have a couple
it's
days. Hold on.
oh,
Okay, stop holding on.
all right, I won't. Yeah, but fishing trip was nice, but I did need like a break to myself, you know? I needed to get this I needed to finish this book I was reading. You know what it was called?
I'm not sure.
It's I was reading The Book of Fish by John last name. Yeah, I'm sorry. The author is really known for his mysteriousness, but you know, he makes some great books.
John last name. So is his last name name or is his last name?
No, what? No, his name is Last. His last name is Last
Wait, so
because
his last name is last. What's first?
John.
Oh, so wait, is his name John last name then? Wait, John
No,
is
his name
last
is
name his last name?
no. It's it's name. It's Last. That's his
Wait, so is
last name.
isn't his name like John name last then?
No. His name is Last. His last name is Last. So it's John last name.
John last name. Where'd the name come from? Clearly the name comes after
It's
the
it's it's saying that it's the author of the book. You decrepit little like silly man. Because like I mean, because you got to say that that's the name, right?
Is
When
this
you're writing
bait
a
or
book.
something?
No, I mean technically, but
Well,
no,
I
not
mean,
really.
wait, so John last name. How would you write that? Like wait, isn't last name his last name? Where's
No, when you're writing a book, right, you want the audience to know that his last name, that the name of the author is the name of the author. You don't want the title of the book to be John Last, right? You want the title of the book to be The Myth of Fish, not John Last. That's a bad name. So they add name to it, and that makes it
the
John
author
Last
name?
name.
Is the author's last name last name?
No, the author's name is last. Like,
Wait,
dude,
author's name is last.
no, it doesn't come last. It's well, he doesn't really have any middle names, but you know, you get my point, eh?
Okay, so his last name is last name then.
No,
Wait, no, are you
no,
saying that name comes at the end of author's name that isn't part of
yeah,
the author?
like,
Sort of like Stephen King name?
well, yeah, I guess it just depends on if the author wants that in his book or not, you know. Personally, if I was ever to write a book, which we should, by the way, the Decrepit book.
We should
That
write a
name,
book. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
because every podcast
We're
writes
getting
books,
older. We've
right?
got like some life experience and some podcast experience. A lot actually. So,
Yeah, more than just a bit of
yeah, quite a
podcast
lot actually. We've
experience.
been at this for so many years now. I'm
Hmm.
still enjoying every bit of it. I love this as a job.
Yeah.
And I gotta thank
Yeah.
all my D tier fans out there. Hell yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't for those D tier losers, we wouldn't be doing our job, you know.
Also, don't worry,
But you know,
guys. We're not gonna end the podcast soon. We've still got many years of episodes ahead of us.
yeah. I mean, what this is technically, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure this is after like we're recording this after the dolphin episode, right?
Yeah, we did the dolphin episode as a prelude to our fishing trip.
Yeah. I
Because
don't
we were going for a fishing
know.
trip and we were hoping that we'd like see dolphins. Although this was actually the second dolphin episode though. The one we did
Yeah. I
last.
mean, first one was a real hit.
First
But
one was
yeah,
really
we
good. The second one is more about like us hoping that we see dolphins
yeah. Because like, what happened, right? We went onto this fishing trip,
in the
and we were
fishing trip.
thinking, yeah, well, you know, this fishing trip we went on, right?
Yeah, this
We
fishing
were,
trip.
yeah, like we
This is
were
the
like,
longest fishing trip we've done actually. It was like a week long.
yeah. I mean, our last one was only
My
like
last one was only a
only
few
like
days
half.
before this. This one.
Well, you know, we like our fishing, eh? I just love I love the feeling of seeing the fish wriggle after I catch them, you know? And you know,
Mm.
it's like baking a cake. Like
You know, you
when
caught
you
a few big
finish,
ones.
yeah, I
Like
love my
one of
fish
them was
big.
almost the size of like your entire hand.
Yeah, I named him John.
Well, that is it named after the author of that book?
No. That was John last. This is John name.
John name. So wait, hold on. This
Oh,
fish is
it's
called
John.
John name then? The one that
No,
you
no.
caught.
It's he's not an author, right? So he's just called John name, not John, not just John name. It's both
Wait,
name because he's not an
John
author.
John name.
Yeah, name.
John name.
Yeah,
So what
John
was the actual
name.
name of that fish anyway? Like the fish name, because I don't actually know.
Oh yeah, because like some fish have like the fishy names. They're given at birth by their fish mothers. I think
Yeah, like
the fish
snapper.
was, yeah, right. By their mother? Who would name their child a snapper? Dumbass fish, bro. Yeah, I think it was like a I forgot the name. It was like a Dinklecasters Eldritch. That one, Dinklecasters Eldritch. I saw it on the
Dinklerafthian
fish
eldritch.
wiki.
Oh, I think I've heard of those.
Yeah, right. They're
Those
known
are hard to
for.
catch. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
you struggling with that rod.
yeah, I know, right? I they are hard to catch, man.
Dinklerafthian eldritch. Yeah.
Let me Google it up real quick. Wait. Okay, yeah. They're like known for like being hard to catch, but also like they're named, you know, Dinkle Eldritch because of their mysterious origin. Nobody knows how they came into this planet. They just appeared one day,
That's
and then
weird.
fishermen. Yeah, I know, right? It's strange.
Oh
All
well.
the
Good thing that they're
fishermen were like
delicious.
talking about. They're amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I wonder, you know, this could be like an alien's ploy. They give us a delicious fish to eat and nobody questions it, but the fish actually has parasites in it so
Yeah,
that we turn into
let's come up
aliens.
with some theories, because like it could be like an alien thing, but it also could be a human thing where this fish has been bioengineered in a lab in like China, and they're like putting tracking devices in the fish, and when we eat them, they can like track us.
I mean, when we eat the tracking devices, don't you think we'd like chew the tracking devices and then
No,
they'd
but
get
like really
destroyed?
small tracking devices.
Well, I mean, does that even exist? I don't know. It's China. It probably exists, I guess.
Yeah, those people are very smart. They'll probably,
Yeah.
you know, come
They
up with
probably
some.
have invented that, I guess, but I don't know. I'd say that what's actually going to happen is that Hitler came back alive, and so what
Huh?
he's done is that he's planted these poisonous gases inside of these fish that can activate, and so whenever he feels like it, he can just like press a button, and then boom, humanity's gone.
God,
Because
that's
I
scary. Oh
like
well.
I know
Good thing
I know I'm a
there's some
Jew,
people who
but
don't like fish for some reason, and they don't like, eat the dinkle fish.
yeah, it's weird. I never understood those people, but it's all right. I mean, if the Hitler theory is real, then maybe maybe that is the case. I don't know. This isn't just because I'm a Jew,
I don't know.
but
Isn't he
like,
dead though?
yes, but think about what if he came back alive? If I was Hitler, all right. Well, I'm not, but if I if I was Hitler, what I would do is I would start like doing what I just said you'd do, because sounds like a good idea.
What?
Don't what me, you would do that too, right?
I think I should move on to what I caught, because I caught something that was as big as my entire arm. It was huge. It
Oh,
was a
dude, that was
Yeah,
insane.
that was nuts. It was a Snapplecaster.
Oh, Snapplecasters, I love
Yeah, the
those things.
Snapplecaster. Those like I heard that they're like descended from snappers, but they decided to it was a new species which they found recently, and I guess the researchers must have been fans of our podcast because they called them Snapplecasters instead of like Snapperus Cavadido 2.
I think they were originally planning on naming it Snappus dilobelefedidius. Don't know what the fuck that means, but I think the new name is
Yeah,
much
this is
better.
better. This name is better. The
Yeah.
Snapplecaster. They're also, I mean, they taste pretty much the same as Snapper, to be honest, but they're really cool because they've got like those yellow stripes.
Oh, they do, eh? It kind of looks like a tigerfish. Have you ever seen one of
Yeah,
those?
yeah. Or like a bee fish.
A bee fish, dude. That goes hard. There's apparently flowers in the water, right? You know how they exist?
Because they like come out of the seaweed and they're sea flowers.
Oh yeah, but like also the bee fish, they kind of like eat the pollen off the seaweed. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. It's
I
cool
think,
how like the underwater world mimics our like above water world so much. Like
yeah, I
there's
guess
even
I guess
like
it's
sea snakes in there.
yeah, like how the hell? I was
Like
thinking,
what the
how
hell?
would they swim like that?
Yeah, but they
It's
just like wriggle around and they swim. They're also poisonous, just like normal snakes.
they are poisonous? Damn.
Yeah, did you not know sea snakes are poisonous?
Damn, bro. Damn, is it bad that I've been eating them?
Oh no, they're delicious. But like
Oh, good.
sorry, venomous is the right word.
Yeah, I thought you meant like pufferfish.
No, 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 no. They like bite you and then you're like owie and die.
I mean, that's kind of like real snakes,
Yeah, it is if you think about it.
which is crazy. I think it's crazy how there's like an underwater sun that like mimics our real life sun, and
Yeah.
it creates sun for like all the bee fish and shit. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because they went into the Mariana Trench and they were like, oh, it's getting darker, but then it started getting brighter and they found like another sun. That was crazy.
Yeah, like my next bet is that they're gonna make like the gods are gonna make like this goddamn universe that's just underwater. So they say outer space, but they never say inner space, which is actually just
Yeah,
our ocean.
I mean
Like think
the
about it.
ocean's infinitely expanding as we all know, so like they've got plenty of room.
Yeah. Too bad we can't use all that water for something good, like making more fish, because I want to catch some more fish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or like drinking because it's got salt in it and you can't drink salt water because it makes you thirstier.
I mean, you can drink salt water. You'll just like
Well, I
it'll
mean,
just
okay,
taste
you
bad.
can drink water just like you can drink cyanide, but like it'll
No, I
like
mean
make
it's
you more thirsty, so it's better to not drink that.
no. I mean if I drink salt water, it's gonna be 10% water. I mean it's gonna be 10% salt and like 90% water. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but the
it's gonna.
10% salt does a lot.
I mean I don't know. I like drinking salt water pretty often. It's pretty therapeutic.
Hmm. I don't know about that, man.
Oh, salt. That reminds me of the Dinkle various saltfish. pretty ancient. That
Oh
shit was
yeah.
hard.
That one looked like it was about like 50 years old. That was a crazy catch. It wasn't that big
Yeah.
though, but like that's okay.
Yeah, it was kind of small, but it made up for its like taste. It was very filling, and also it was really good as like a side dish with like all the other shit we catch. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that was good. We had such fishy dinners after during that and afterwards. I'm glad
Too
we brought
much
the gas
fish.
cooker so we could actually cook them on the go.
Yeah, but that was so much fish, dude. I will never eat that much fish ever again in my entire life.
Me neither.
But
I
man, it
don't
was
know.
good
Maybe I
fish.
should go from the seafood diet into a seafood diet.
What?
So, one highlight for me about the trip was the night fishing, which we did. Because that was cool,
Oh
because we
yeah.
caught like a squid. We caught like a squid that was coming to the surface. It was all slimy and
Yeah.
tentacly, but it was like, it was a squid. It was pretty big.
It
Like,
was a
almost the size of
really
my
big
finger big. Like,
yeah.
that was a good squid.
Yeah, I don't know why, but the squid had like 8 tentacles for some reason. Do squids usually like have that much tentacles?
I don't know. They also had like these blue rings all over it. But
Yeah,
I assume that's just like, you
funny
know,
squids, you know.
funny squid.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
good. Like the
Also, I
thing
thought
about
squids were supposed to have like the triangle thing. We actually didn't bother looking at what species this was because we just ate
yeah,
it.
but
It was yum.
yeah, it was really good. It was like some squid sushimi or whatever. That was fire,
Yeah,
dude.
we turned it into
I don't
that.
know. We took our editor along the way with us. He is really good at cooking, and he made basically all these dishes. So
Oh
shout out
yeah.
to him, dude.
Shout out to the editor. Seasoned really nicely. He brought all the spices. Amazing.
Yeah, dude, it was insane. I don't know how he got Gordon Ramsay out there to help him, but I guess we're just that famous because, yeah, he
Oh
just
yeah,
somehow,
it was a pleasure having Gordon on the trip with us. He was
yeah,
pretty funny. I like that guy.
he yelled a bit too much. No offense to him, but I'm
Yeah,
sure,
I mean, but that's just kind of his thing, you know. He yells a lot
yeah,
and like, you
yeah,
know,
we love Gordon
he
for who he is.
I mean, that's I think it's funny to be honest cuz you
It
know,
is funny,
we
but
know
when
he's
I'm
like
trying to
that when there's
sleep,
food involved. But like he never really
okay,
yelled
yeah,
much while we were actually catching the fish. He actually caught a few. He caught like a food fish. And that's just a
a
fancy say
food
of weighing
fish.
tuna.
Oh, really? No, I've heard actually it's a pretty southern accent to say tuna. Usually it's the normal way to just call it food fish.
You say southern.
Yeah, southern.
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 It's just like northern and
No,
eastern
northern?
and western.
Eastern. Dude,
Southern.
I think the weirdest part about that whole fishing trip, right, was the fishing itself. I think it's really different. We used these really long poles and we used a different kind of bait than we usually did, and it's crazy because I used to be a beginner fisher, and I just thought that fishing was just a silly little hobby where you just put some like I don't know worms on a hook and then you cast a little string onto the water. But no, it's really in depth. There's like 90 different
Yeah.
types of fishing rods. It's crazy.
Yeah, we got the long ones this time and those worked really well.
Yeah, there's apparently like fishing rods that can catch like 90 different types of fish at the same time, and then there's like
Yeah,
fishing
it had
rod
like
and
lots
bait.
of bits of bait on. It had so many hooks.
Yeah, it
That
was
one. We
crazy.
only used that sometimes though because it felt a little bit cheating.
Not cheating. It was like usually those rods are used for like the really small fish, because like you can hook a lot of small fish because it won't be too heavy, you know? Yeah, and like
Ah,
this,
like
and like
anchovies.
yeah. It's crazy. Like it's weird having to see all these different bait options that we get, and because like each fish eats a different type of bait, and a different type of lure, and like so it's really all just about like
Yeah, fishing
finding the
is really
correct lure.
interesting.
It
I
is, dude.
recommend it for all you little decrepit fishermen out there.
Yeah,
I
maybe you can
know
be a
there was
little.
a lot of times where we failed though. One of the times I cast my line in and a fairly big looking fish, like the size of my leg, was like going around, and then like it just took off with that piece of bait. I didn't stand a chance. My old bones. I mean, I'm not that old, but like, I'm
Maybe
not that
we are
strong
getting a bit
either.
old. Yeah, because there was so many times where we caught a big one and we just couldn't
Yeah, we weren't
because it
strong
was
enough.
just yeah, like especially because we had the long fishing rods, they create a lot of tension between the line, and so it has a chance to snap. It was
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. It felt
The
like I was
line snapped quite a
wrestling.
few times, but the ones which we
Yeah,
did catch were really good.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, we
We
were catching like 20 fish a day. It was nuts.
it was nuts, man. They do say fishing was like fishing is all about the waiting, and it's kind of true. Like,
Yeah,
the parts that I enjoyed in fishing were obviously the fish catches, but just waiting for my bait to come, just waiting for my fish to come and getting to talk with my editor or my friend here. It was quite
yeah,
nice.
yeah. I was gonna say it helps to be in good company and
Yeah,
like
definitely.
podcast friends. Hell yeah, that's great company.
It was nice to talk for a bit without for a podcast for once, because every time we talk it's like podcast this, and it's always like way to stick to a specific subject, but we could just like go on about random stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah, like we could change our name to like the Decrepit Casters.
We aren't that good at fishing though, sadly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as much as I'd want to like become a fishing show, I don't think it's very good, and we don't get to go fishing often because we don't actually have a boat. We just like paid rented it.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was quite
considering how
expensive, but good
much.
thing the revenue from our podcast really came into that.
Yeah, I mean, considering our budget, we totally could just buy a boat, but I feel like it's like we don't fish in often enough to justify buying a boat, but at the same time, having a boat would be real cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. But like
That'd
this
be
boat was really
nice.
nice though because it had like a kitchen in it, which my editor and Gordon Ramsay used to cook.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. The kitchen, it was like fully decked out. They had this thing, right? You put some food in it, and you press a button, and it goes like, vroom, and then you wait for like 20 seconds, and your food's hot somehow. I don't,
Yeah,
how
they
did,
called it
that's crazy.
like what was it called? Like a ear
I don't,
cooker?
yeah, I
I
don't,
don't know
I
what
don't
ears have
know.
to do with it. Maybe it was just listening to our podcast and that's why I was so productive.
Yeah, it's just genius, really. I don't know why they only have it in, like our boat. We should probably get that in our
Yeah,
kitchen someday.
we should get one of these like no, it wasn't ear cooker, it was ear fryer.
No, no, no. I think it was like oil fryer? I don't know. It
Or
just
maybe it
I
was
didn't
like
know
error fire? Error
error
fire?
filer. I
Error filer? Oh, but that
I
doesn't
think
make
it was
sense because
like
it like cooks things.
I think it was like what was it? Load filer, something like that. I don't remember. It's maybe it was that. It's either way. We need to get one of those in our
Yeah.
kitchen. I can't believe after using it for the first time, I just don't understand how people can live without it now. I might just buy one, no matter how expensive it is. Even if it uses like radioactive technology, I might as well just get one because of how convenient it is.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes. So speaking of which, what other fish did you catch? Like we caught so much because 20 fish a day. How much? What other fish did you think we catched? Any interesting ones?
Oh, one of them I caught a lionfish. That was nuts, but
Oh, yeah.
they're poison. They're like you can't touch them because they have like all these sharp spines, so I had to throw it back. And
Oh yeah.
but then I also had to throw it back in a way where I didn't touch it, so it was really awkward. I had to like wear really thick gloves. That was a bit bad.
Damn.
I feel bad
Y-
for having to like do that.
Yeah. I mean, oh well. You get some and you lose some and you win some. Same thing happened with me. I caught this thing called a sealfish. Basically, it was this large, like slug-like looking thing, but it was like the size of me, basically, and it was like roaring at me, and it was like "Grah," or
Yeah, that was a
something.
nuts catch. Like
Yeah.
that was the one where Gordon helped you, right?
Yeah, it was the sealfish was crazy, man. I didn't even know it was a fish until I looked it up, and then it was like sealfish on Google.
Yeah,
Because it's so big, I didn't even realize
that
it's a
was
fish. You know.
massive.
Apparently, they come in packs, and apparently those sealfish can actually live on land. But how do they live
That's
on land
nuts.
if they're fish?
How do fish yeah, because the fish stay in the fish world and the air stays in the air world.
Air? I mean,
The
yeah, I
human
guess.
stays in the landers, the land. Except some people swim, but that's like bad. I don't get swimmers. I don't really
Well,
understand them.
swimming is kind of cool. I mean, like, look, think about it. Have you know, like those people
No.
who like do the World Cups for swimming? They're
Well,
like,
it's unnatural. Humans shouldn't be in water. That's the fish live.
well, I'd say that reflects the beauty of swimming, you know, because it's defying the odds and doing something that a person wasn't meant to. Like humans weren't built for swimming, yet here we are breaking world records and swimming
Exactly, it's
faster than
stupid.
eels. I mean,
Like,
why
why do
not?
something which it's like not natural for the human to do?
Well, I mean, I don't know, just because
Humans
why
were
not?
born to record podcasts. So I don't think that we need to waste our time with stupid things like swimming.
I mean, true. I see these people and they go to university and they're like doing jobs like businessman or fisherman, and I'm like,
Actually, no,
no, that
fisherman is pretty good, to be honest.
yeah, but humans weren't built for that, you
No,
know?
humans were built for fishing. We've always had fishing rods. We've always had like lines and we've always been eating and we've always had a taste for fish. We don't go in the water. Oh no, but we use our rods to catch the fish.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know though. I
Yeah,
I
it's
think that
completely natural. There's some things that are natural like fishing and podcasting and there's some things that aren't like like swimming or calculus.
calculus, dude, that shit
Ugh.
sucks. That shit sucks ass, man. I'm never doing calculus ever again. It's doing calculus is
I
definitely what
never learned
humans were
it
not made
because
for.
it's unnatural.
It is unnatural. I mean, it's like, but you know, we're doing fishing again. Yeah, doing fishing. We're talking about fishing. I forgot. Sorry, we got a little on a
Yeah.
tangent.
I mean, actually, maybe we could just collect our thoughts here and just like throw in a sponsorship.
Yeah, sure.
Uh. This video podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Air Fryers Unlimited.
Air fryers unlimited. Oh boy. Have you ever wanted to, you know, microwaves, right? You ever eat a pie
Yeah,
and
I
you're
use
just
my
like,
microwave all the time. I use it for heating
yeah,
things up like pies or just chicken, fries,
yeah, but
stuff like
like, you
that.
know, you ever wish that your pies weren't like soggy every time you heated them up, because like they kind of are, like, because microwaves, they heat using
Well, I thought
liquids
that's just
and
how they're
vaporizing
supposed to
them.
be. You you go and you get a nice wet sloppy pie or some soggy
Ugh,
chips. Like
ugh,
they're good. Like I don't know why the bakery
wet.
ones are different, but that's okay.
They're different because that's not how you're meant to eat
Homemade
them.
is just better, you know?
I don't know. If it's like a heated up like pie, what you want to do is get an air fryer, and that's why we recommend John. What is it? Air fryers unlimited, because it's air fryers. You ever? I want my food crispy, but when I use a microwave, they're just soggy and bad. So
Huh.
that's why I
You
love
know
air
what?
fryers.
I'm starting to think you might be right here.
I am right.
Maybe I have gotten a little bit sick of the soggy pie. I might just have to invest in one of these air fryers from airfryersunlimited.com/decrepit for 50% off your first air fryer.
What? 50%? Wow. Genuinely, people cannot live in this world without an air fryer. So that's
Yeah.
why we
I
should
mean,
you should
clearly
get
I don't
one.
own an air fryer, so I better get one from that code
Yeah.
and to get 50% off. Anyway,
Yep.
we're going to be going back to the video now. Um Oh, yeah, I remember another fish I caught. So, this was a monster glub glub fish. And these guys are like pretty big. Their mouths are like super wide. They're like carnivorous. They eat other fish. They're like brutal, and they're like the size of my palm. That's how big they are. They're massive. So these guys, the monster glub glubs, they always like make a little like glub 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 glub. They're always like having bubbles like come up because they're going like glub 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 glub. They're monster glub glub fish, right? And these guys, they just like you can spot them. So I caught one of them. They're pretty hard to catch because you need to bait them with like an actual fish, and so I had to like use one of the anchovies. But like, oh, they're really good. They taste really good. Gordon and my editor prepared it really well.
Those aren't real fish, dude.
What?
I don't know what you're talking
the
about, but
monster
we
glove
never.
glove.
Yeah, we never caught that.
No, what do you mean? I literally caught it. It's got a really wide
That's.
mouth and it's got the
I'm.
thing. It's the size of my palm. Don't you remember the
I'm
monster
trying to
glove glove
search
fish?
it up, but like I can't find anything for it. Like, dude, are you
Huh?
okay? Like, that wasn't a fish.
What?
That's not a fish.
Have I just been? No,
What
no,
have you
no.
been
Wait.
eating?
Maybe I know it's real because I caught it. Didn't you see me?
No, you didn't catch it. You just caught some salmon, dude.
What? No, I didn't catch salmon for the entire time. Look, I didn't even specify. But maybe I've just gotten the name of the fish wrong, because like that's what my mother told me it was, and maybe my mother was wrong. Maybe it's
No,
called
no,
something
no.
else.
The description was wrong, man. That fish doesn't exist.
What?
That isn't a real fish, dude.
Um. Okay, maybe I didn't catch that, guys. Uh, D tier guys, D tier fans, search it up. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, comment down below if this is a real fish or not, because I know it's not.
I think it is. I remember catching. Anyway, have you caught any fish that you want to talk about anymore? You've caught some
Oh
interesting
yeah.
ones.
Yeah, so I caught some salmon.
Huh?
I caught some salmon.
Okay. Aren't those river fish?
Well, yeah, we fished in a river.
What? No, but we were in the ocean.
You're being a bit silly, dude. Did you remember anything from our fishing trip at all?
Huh?
Like,
What? No,
we fished several
we
places, you know?
we went to the ocean and fished.
We fished several places. I mean, like, it's not just
Oh,
the ocean.
I thought. Oh, that was a river? Oh, I thought that was just also the. No wonder I kept catching crayfish. I
Crayfish
was
come
just
in.
like, dang, these are some funny looking lobsters. But then everyone kept saying, man, those are crayfish. They're
I
crayfish,
guess
man. They're crayfish. And I'm
I
like,
guess you
what?
could say
Lobsters.
they're
But I found out, yeah, those were actually crayfish, weren't they?
yeah, I guess you could
That
say
was a
that you're
river.
being real. I guess you could say you're being real cray about it, you know?
Wow, that was a grape joke.
Sorry. Anyways, what were we doing? Oh yeah, right. I love fish. The eating was definitely it wasn't really a fishing trip, honestly. It was just an eating trip. We just ate food.
I mean, but we also did fishing, so it objectively wasn't a fishing trip, but we ate lots of food as well. So much good food. We fish, eat, repeat. It's like our normal cycle, but instead of podcast and eat, it's fish and eat.
Yeah, it was a good break, like from podcasting all the time, because what we kind of live in our studios, well, in our studio rooms, I guess you could say at this point.
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah,
like
I
I've
actually have a bed in here.
yeah, me too. I mean, I have a sleeping bag, but how come you get a bed? They
Well,
never
because I
gave me the
asked for one and I paid for it with the podcast money, with my share. We get
what?
50-50.
Yeah,
Well, I
but
mean,
I
not
was
really
never given one.
50-50. It's more of like 45-45, and the other
Hey,
10% is split between everyone else, like the editor
this needs to
and the
change.
producer.
I'm holding your family hostage for this.
Family.
Just joking. Anyways, yeah,
It's
we get
not
paid
silly
equally.
of you.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, we get paid equally. It's pretty cool how we get paid equally, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe we
I
shouldn't
think.
be discussing our pay here.
Yeah,
Um,
true. Because what is this? A
yeah,
podcast?
editor, you
Well,
might
it
want to
is.
cut that one out. Anyway, so we've got um oh crap.
Yeah.
We've been going for a while, haven't we? I guess this was a really interesting fishing trip.
Yeah, I mean, well, we could go on all day here. That's why we decided we were thinking of making it as a fishing podcast, you know? Because there's so much
I mean,
fish.
it would be cool, but like, I don't think we should only do fishing because it's never good to limit ourselves. Because this is such a good podcast, I wouldn't want to ruin it for the fish haters.
I
Although,
mean,
do the
if you're
fish
a
haters
fish
really
hater,
deserve to be watching this podcast, though? That's the thing.
yeah. I mean, what? Sorry if you're watching this episode, fish haters, but
We're definitely gonna do more fish episodes.
maybe, yeah, maybe a sequel would be nice, eh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because we go on fishing. Me and this guy, you know, we go on fishing trips all the time.
Yeah,
It's
they're pretty fun.
yeah, it's
We should
pretty
do more. We
fun.
should do more because fish are really cool to talk about. I love talking about like the rods, like how we use the long
Yeah.
ones this time, and before we were using other ones. We even went spearfishing one time. That was really fun, actually. We need to do spearfishing again.
Oh, I don't know, dude. That was kind of scary. I almost died, dude.
What?
I
Oh
almost
yeah,
died.
that's because I mistook you for a fish. Ah, God, silly me. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry
like,
about that. You had to go to
I
the
don't.
hospital. It was really
I
fun for
don't.
me though, because I caught so many fish.
You caught me.
Well,
Like, I think
sorry, it wasn't my fault that you were swimming all like a fish. It was your fault for swimming in the first place, because humans shouldn't be swimming.
you stabbed me like 13 times with the spear, dude.
Well,
I
you
don't know if
just
I
weren't
trust you
like.
with
Uh, hey,
like.
I don't think we should be revealing this information to the public. Editor, please cut this out.
No,
Anyway,
this is a cry for help.
no. Anyway, guys, well, on that note, I think we need to end this here. Editor, cut the last part out and just edit in this ending here. So,
God save me.
anyway, guys, that was a really nice fishing podcast.
Yeah.
And as always,
We're decrepit and will
Dinklecast you later!